Today I'm going to be talking about chapter 12, which talks about leadership and leadership development. Being a leader is very important. A lot of people think you're born a leader, but it takes a lot more than just being. It takes a lot more than people just thinking that you're a leader. You have to also develop. You have to develop certain roles, certain skills, so the followers know to follow you still. You got to be always learning, constantly enthusiastic for knowledge. A leader is always a good speaker, but they also develop to be a good person and a good friend. Leader development promotes individual growth, helping a person expand his or her capacity to be effective in a variety of formal and informal leadership roles. Leadership development promotes organizational growth, helping the group as a whole develop the leaders it needs to be successful. Leadership development is a lifelong journey. To become an effective leader, you will need to be proactive, seeking out leadership learning opportunities, building development relationships, and capitalizing on your experience. Like the big thing we learned always in your class. Everyone that came in always said, don't take every conversation for granted. Every conversation you have, you want that person to remember you because you never know later on when you're going to run into them again. It's also important to go to things, show your faces around to people, because that type of stuff brings you confidence, brings your face out, and then you start learning more, and you can become more of a leader for people that don't do those things, because the majority of people don't like doing stuff like that. Leadership learning can be achieved through reading, attending college or university courses, and training. 3 common types of training programs include individual preparation, socializing company vision and values, and strategic leadership initiatives. Establishing connections with those who can help you achieve your goals will greatly increase your chances of emerging as a leader in an organizational context. The most beneficial relationships are with mentors. Mentors act as sponsors, providing prodigies, giving challenges, assignments, serve as role models. So these are, when you go into an organization, the people that you look up to. Especially when you're young in college, all of us are going to have a boss. All of us are going to have a mentor. We all need a mentor to strive to be something. These guys have been through the thick and thin. They know what to do. They know how to get to where they want to be, and that's where we want to be. It's just very important to get coached up by them. We want to be their prodigy. They want us to look down at us and be like, I taught that guy that, and he's going to look out for us for the future. It's very important to develop the way like that. It's also important to build a network of mentors if possible. Consider who you are, what you can do, and whom you know. Then invest time and energy making connections with mentors from a variety of backgrounds. Formal coaches can be used to supplement or given substitute for mentor relationships. Coaches help coaches design, implement, and evaluate personal development plans. To benefit from coaching, be a committed and active participant in the process and open to changing risk. It's very important to risk, but you have to be open to the opportunity not to risk. It's very hard. You gotta feel out the crowd, and you gotta make the right decision. Leaders are born and bred to make decisions in tough times. That's what being a leader entails. You're never gonna have to not make a hard decision. Leadership experience has enabled us to expand our relationship skills and our leadership skills. The richest experiences occur in developmental job assignments. These experiences fall into 5 categories, which are job transitions, creating change, taking in a high level of responsibility, managing boundaries, and dealing with our diversity. Another type of development experience is hardships. Successful leaders fail forward. That's a very important quote, because everyone says you learn more from failing. I personally can say I've learned a lot more from failing. I will get something wrong 20 times before I get it right once. But right when I get it right that one time, I will never get it wrong again, because I failed all these times. I've learned so much about it in and out, and if I ever have to go through that again, or if someone else has to go through that again, I know the right answer. Unstructured experiences also contribute to your development as a leader. Reflect on and learn from the important events and relationship in your life stream. Yeah, you always got to go through it all. Just any channel that goes through you, don't just let it go through. You got to learn from your experience. 2 model view leadership development as an internal process. Stephen Covey prescribes 7 habits for effective leadership. Be proactive. Begin with the end in mind. Put first things first. Think win-win. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Synergize. Sharpen the saw. And then there are a bunch of other ones. But I'm not going to get into all of that today. Being a leader is it's a development. That's what all it is. It's just developing your skills more and more again so people follow you. Important leadership passages include managing self to managing others to managing managers, the managing managers to functional manager to business manager, the business manager to group manager, and the group manager to enterprise manager. There are a ton of different managers, and all of us can strive to be different type of managers. It's important that we manage smart.